cutie pies. I am Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the bold and the beautiful edition. Today is Wednesday, November the 15th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give the, you know what, the ending was so, I'm going to give it a solid 6. Let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, we see Steffi, Ridge, and Thomas, and that Brooke has left, and they because Steffi says, "Well, how is Donna dealing with all this?" And he said, it was hard for Donna because she couldn't tell anybody, but now she has Katie and Brooke. They know, so she's leaning on them, and that's where Brooke has went to now to go speak to them, right? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not doing that. Mm-mm. So they're like, okay, and they said, granted, like there's no hope, there's nothing they can do. And they said no. At this point, the doctor says there is nothing they can do, and so of course they're sad, and they're just in shock. And so then Carter comes in, and I said, okay, yeah. So then Carter comes in, and he's just like, Ridge, I need to talk to you, about this fashion and everything. You told me not to anyone, tell Eric about you winning because you wanted to tell. Now I find out from people that you told Eric that he won. What's going on? And then he looks at Thomas and Steffi and he was like, what's happening here? What's going on? What are we doing? Because y'all are looking upset. Like, Ridge, tell me the truth. He said, the longer you've been avoiding me, because you keep avoiding me, the more I know something is going on and something's wrong. So Ridge is trying to tell him, it's nothing. He said, well, whatever it is, clearly Thomas and Steffi know. So what is it? Now, at this point, Eric comes in, because Eric had been with Donna and all of them earlier. And, and he had just been telling them, it was just Eric, Donna, and Katie, and was telling them, he's gonna live his life to the fullest. He's going into the office. He's going to work. They didn't want him to do it, but he said, "Child, you're not gonna stop me." So then Brooke comes over. I said, Brooke just walked on in. So Brooke comes over, and seeing the dress full length on, like the full, like the shoes, everything. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Normally, I don't like when you pair a red dress with red shoes and whatever, but it was cute on her. Brooke looked nice. And so she comes in, and Eric is like, Brooke, and so she tells them she was just coming to, she was just coming over to visit Donna and all that. And he says, well, I'm about to head to the office and everything. And then he starts coughing. He says, Donna just gets so worried every time I cough. I'm all right. She thinks it's life and death with every cough. Mila. And he said, but I'm all right. So she was like, okay. So Eric leaves. And so that's why he's at the office now. So when he's at the, actually, I'm going to stay with the Brooke now. So when he leaves, Donna, Brooke, and Katie talk, and Donna's just so stressed out because she said, what do you mean he's going to the office? Donna says, for some reason, he thinks he has to continue work. That's how he wants to live the last days, working, doing something that he loves, and I can't stop him. And so then Brooke lets them know, that Ridge couldn't hold this secret anymore. So he told the children. Katie said, well, this secret just keep growing. Everything keeps getting big, like more people keep knowing. And so then Hope comes over. And okay, listen. I liked what Hope had on. I did. But I'm like, how we go from black dress, new attitude, new hair to homely Hope again? That's all I'm saying. There was nothing wrong with what she had on. It was cute for what it was. Like, it's cute for what it was, as far as oh, that's the girl next door. You know what I mean? Oh, the girl next. But anyways, child, it's not about what she was wearing. So Hope comes over and she can clearly see something wrong, and she asks Donna, "Is everything okay?" And Donna's so upset she can't. She's just like, "I'm yeah." And so Brooke says, "Hope," and Donna says, "You could tell her." So she tells Hope about Eric dying. Eric is dying, and Hope is like, oh my gosh, and nobody knows, so they go through the whole thing about he doesn't want anyone to know, and then Hope was acting like she wanted to tell, and Katie said, "Now wait a minute, now this is Eric's decision, and it's his life, his last days, and he can live them how he wants to, and if he doesn't want people to know, then." They don't need to know. Like, then, if you know, you got to pretend don't know, because that's what he wants in his last days. So suck it up, Buttercup. Y'all finna pretend you don't know for this man. And so they all agreed to do that, and they're just sad. So then we go back to the office where Eric is, and Carter ends up leaving because he could clearly tell something's going on. Ma'am. So when Carter ends up leaving, Eric he says, "Well, y'all, but y'all still in my using my room as office as a conference room, but as long as nobody sits behind my desk, I'm all right." So then he starts telling them all about how, he felt forgotten, thrown away, and how, Ridge, you just wanted me to be on a yacht and retire, but this is giving me life, and I want to live my last days just like this. And of course they're all upset, and he was like, "Thomas and Steffi, what's going on? Why y'all looking like that?" And did Ridge tell you? And Steffi, yes, he told us everything. Holly, when Ridge turned around and looked at Steffi like, "Hey, you better hold it." I said, leave it to Steph. I was like, if Steffi tell, leave it to, you can't tell Steffi anything. She gonna tell. But she didn't. She didn't, y'all. She held it or whatever, but you could tell like Eric's talking and he knows it's his last days and they know it, but he's not aware that they know it. So when he's saying certain things like, I want to live my life until the end of the fullest. And I don't have, I realize I'm on the back nine. I don't have much time left, but I want to enjoy it. And so they're like, "Granddad, you're gonna be here. We're like, we love you." And Thomas tells a story about when he was 14, and then Steffi tells a story about seeing him sketch, and he always had time for her. And he said, "I thought it was because of the jelly beans or gummy bears or something." He said, and she said, "Maybe it's because I had my grandmother's namesake. Maybe my sister, ridiculous." She said, maybe because I'm her namesake or something. And that's why you always showed such kindness, and we had this special connection between us. And he was like, both of you are two fearless women. And so Steffi gets all emotional and Thomas, and then they hug it out. I say, yeah, this is nice right here. This hug is nice because it felt a little distance with them and Ridge yesterday, but it was a nice moment. And Eric in this moment got emotional too because they're just showing him the gratitude and how they'll never forget him and how much he's meant to them and everything. So y'all, that's it. That's all I got for you today, for The Bold and the Beautiful. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of What Happened on the Soaps, The Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.